There's the majesty of the mountains, serenity of the valley, and elegance of its village. The beauty and bustle of Manchester, Vermont have been constant over centuries, since revolutionary times. But it was Franklin Orvis, older brother of fly fishing pioneer Charles, who helped to make Manchester a true destination. He built the Equinox House, now the Equinox Resort, to welcome guests shortly after the railroad welcomed travelers.
When it came through in 1852, the Equinox opened in 1853, and that's what really opened the floodgates of people coming here.
People of means, power brokers, industrialists like Albert M. Gilbert.
So we're in the billiards room now. Do you have a billiards room?
I wish I did, but I don't.
Sean Harrington, curator of the Manchester Historical Society, knows well the halls of Gilbert's mansion, now the Wilburton Inn. It was finished just before President Abraham Lincoln's son, Robert, completed his summer residence down the road, Hildene.
People would just come here just for the summer period, and then during the winter, the village especially would be very quiet.
The Newport of the mountains.
Exactly.
They came for fishing, they came for golf, then Harrington says hiking.
The 1930s, I mean, they started really making concerted effort to build hiking trails.
And of course, downhill skiing. That's all still thriving. And on previous trips, Chronicle has explored nearby Stratton and Bromley Mountains. We've visited Orvis. This time, though, we cast out in a different direction, starting at the Wilburton Inn, which for decades has been loved and cared for by one family.
This historic living room is very similar to Hildene, but Hildene's a museum. You know, it's behind a rope. Here, you're sitting on the couch.
Tylee Levis is the oldest of 4 siblings now running the inn with their father.
We all pitch in together. And my father curates the Museum of the Creative Process, which is all the contemporary sculpture you see around here.
Georgette and Dr. Albert Levis bought the Wilburton Inn in 1987.
So you get to see our family when the kids are quite little.
Tylee credits her mother, who died in 2014, with making it magical.
She ran the restaurant, she ran the weddings, she did all the marketing.
And she wrote murder mysteries based on real Manchester history, hosting special weekend events. Those endure.
Our family bought it from an entertainment company which included RKO Studios. So they made the Fred and Ginger movies, King Kong. We have a lot of Hollywood glamour-themed murder mysteries. It's a chance to really delve into these characters, the history, and, you know, share them with people in such a colorful musical way.
Dance music is what moves Tylee's brother, Oliver. He and his wife, Bonnie, turned the Levis family home into Earth Sky Time Community Farm and Hearth. It's part a globally inspired concert venue and hangout, but primarily a purveyor of produce, prepared foods, and a bakery. Here, the vibes are, well, excellent.
A little on the weird side, but still like not getting to the embarrassing point. You know, that's a gray area. At least trying to have the quality standards be really high on the things that we're feeding people.
A bakery and ski bowl.
Yes.
That's a yes and a yes. Yeah!
At Earth Sky Time, there's a warm family feel.
That's sweet.
And a huge hot oven shipped from Spain with a spinning hearth. It's wood-fired and filled with goodness.
These are apricot croissants and almond croissants.
All the breads are variations of a whole wheat levain or a poulies.
This shirt speaks to me. It's time to go try some bread. Look at the squish factor here. This is the best bread I've ever had, and I'm not exaggerating. It's so good, isn't it?
But you don't have to take my word for it. Here's customer Paul Katz.
The raisin bread is really superior. Like if you knew you only had like 3 days left on planet Earth, you'd buy one of those raisin breads and just eat the entire bread.
A review like that gets Oliver grinning. He and Bonnie aim to equally care for both the environment and others.
Working with the forces of nature to have a marketable product that you can be proud of and nurture people.
For the Levis family of Manchester, hospitality is a way of life.
And Erica mentioned that Earth Sky Time hosts concerts. Those generally run from May to October, as you might expect, and they bring in musicians from all around the world, from Venezuela, from Haiti, all over the world, musicians come.
Incredible. And back to the Wilburton Inn. It's on a 30-acre estate, and there's many buildings, great for big groups. And they love dogs. They even do puppy sleepovers. So if you have a Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, they can stay for free in honor of the family's beloved canine concierge, Jetson.
The rest of us dogs have to pay. Okay.